Hi everyone. So today I'm going to tiller my Leylandii bow, which I have here. So it's a single piece of wood cut from the Leylandii tree in my garden. Leylandii is like those big conifers that are used for screening in gardens. And it's quite an unconventional wood to use for a bow, but I found it does a good job. So this is my second bow using it. You can see yesterday that I marked where I want to take some wood off, so I'll probably do that first. But also the draw weight of the bow is a bit high for me, so I'm going to take off some wood across the whole length as well to bring that draw weight down. I'm going to be using a spoke shave, which I've got here. This is a vintage spoke shave that I picked up for 10 or 12 pounds, and I think it's fantastic for taking wood off when tillering. I prefer it to the card scraper and I prefer it to the draw knife because it feels a lot more controlled. But it's a little bit blunt because I was using it all day yesterday, so I'm going to sharpen it on my whetstone first and then polish it on the strop as well. The actual tillering, I'm going to use this tillering rack I have here to have a look at the profile of the bow and where I need to take off wood. So next I need to sharpen this first. Okay, so now we have a slightly sharper spoke shave, which will make the next part a lot easier. But I find sharpening really challenging. I feel like I'm missing something, like it's not razor sharp. It's good enough to get wood off the bow, but it could definitely be better. So if you have any tips or things that work for you, then please let me know in the comments, as I'd be really interested to see how other people sharpen their tools. Here's the section of wood that I want to work on. I've marked it after putting it on my tillering rack yesterday. So in order to make sure I'm taking even amounts of wood off across this section, I'm just going to do some marks with a permanent marker here. Then I know I've taken wood off each specific area when the pen marker has been removed, obviously. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to start removing some wood. So I noticed that it wasn't bending enough here. Everything else looked reasonable, but the draw weight is still too high. So what I'm going to do is take off wood here and then take off a layer of wood across the whole bow just to reduce the draw weight. So I'll do the same thing with the pen where I draw across the whole length and then take the wood off with a spoke shave. So I'm just going to take this off first. One definite downside I've noticed of Leylandii trees is the number of knots. And it makes it really difficult with the spoke shave. You may have noticed. Actually, you can still see the pen marks where I couldn't get deep enough because of the knots. And there's a huge difference when you compare the long, straight grain parts with the knot parts. So yeah, I think that is the biggest disadvantage of Leylandii, which is why I'm excited to make some bows out of hazel that I've got at the back there. But it makes a good bow. I've found just a little bit more work's needed when using the spoke shave. So I've taken off another layer of wood to try and bring the draw weight down. So I'm going to put on the tiller rack and see if there's any bits bending more than others. Looks fairly even to me. Maybe there's a little bit of a hinge going on the right limb, just here, I think. Like just here, maybe there's a bit of a hinge, so maybe take off a little bit here. But then this looks like it's bending more than this side, so maybe I need to take off some more here as well. Actually, yes, this goes down more quickly than here, so maybe I need to take off some wood here. So I might take off some wood here and maybe a little bit here. No, I'm going to take off wood here, I think, to make this bend as much as the right hand side. The overall curve looks okay to me. I think it just needs to bend a bit more, to be honest. This is a Tillering gizmo 3D printed. So it's essentially a pencil that goes through this shape, and you run it alongside the inside of the bow, and where it bends less, it will draw a mark with the pencil. So I'm going to use that now. So it's drawn a pencil mark here, so this must be bending less. But because there's more of a bend here, it's not drawing. So it looks like here I'm going to be taking wood off. A little bit of pencil around here, so I'll take off some here too. drawing pencil here. And it stops about here. So this is bending enough, but this is too flat. A little bit of pencil here, but nowhere else. Should have a look at the profile as well. Yeah, kind of makes sense. So I will just take wood off from here now. So I finished tillering, taking off the wood at the end of the bow. I'm pretty happy with the overall profile now. So I think it is ready to shoot. I just want to show you what it looks like when I pull it at the moment. Quite a nice even bend. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. I measure the draw weight as well. So I've got a set of kind of luggage scales that does kilos and pounds. So I use that to measure the draw weight. So that's reading 32 pounds at 20 inches. So I'm pretty happy with that. So now I'm going to shoot some arrows. This is my second proper bow that I've made, both of them from Leylandii, or Leylandii, not sure how you say it. Next, I really want to try hazel. I've got three or four staves recently cut. I think I'm going to make another bow from green wood, freshly cut wood, and then I'll leave the other staves to season for maybe 6 months and then try and make bows from those. Because I have noticed that wet wood takes a little bit of set. For example, this was the first bow I made, and you can see it's starting to bend even at rest. It's still good to shoot, but it has taken some set. So I imagine this one will too. Although I tried to counteract that a little bit by making this bow longer and also wider, so the stress is distributed across the wood more. Yeah, so making it from seasoned wood means you get less set, which would be cool. And I think it's more powerful maybe as well. Although I've got enough power in this bow for sure. But yeah, if anyone has made a bow from a Leylandii out there, it'd be really cool to hear from you and your experiences. I haven't really seen anyone make one before, and it's such an abundant wood. It's in loads of gardens everywhere, so it's really easily available. And yeah, I've had really good experiences with it. Obviously, the knots were a problem as I discussed earlier. But I think, to be honest, just a sharper spoke shave and working with the wood rather than against it, i.e. leaving wood on the knots and just shaving the straight grain wood probably helps with that. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm hoping to do more, so if you enjoyed it, then please give a like and subscribe. Yeah, probably will be when I make the hazel bow next from greenwood. That'd be fun. Cool, thank you, see ya.